Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, the world's leading authority on childcare marketing, mindset, expansion, and profitability. Each episode will feature interviews with the brightest minds in the childcare industry to guide you into becoming a smarter business leader. Our hosts have opened 10 schools while raising 5 children. They are certified business coaches and are the top-selling childcare business book authors of all time. This episode is sponsored by Childcare Genius Marketing. Let Childcare Genius Marketing help you get fully enrolled and fully staffed. Visit childcaregenius.com for more details. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast our hosts, Brian and Carol Duprey.
Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast.
We're your hosts, Brian and Carol Duprey.
We got a great episode today. You're going to love it, love it, love it. This is an owner whose school I just visited 3 days ago. And she has got it on fire in Virginia. She's in Northern Virginia near DC. And I've coached her for many years, watched her grow, watched her struggle, really growing now. She's building a whole new school. Huge build and great. And really, I'm just so excited for her. You like this girl.
Yes, I love her.
One of the most caring and attentive. She has low turnover. Families love her. And really has a really good advanced program. I think people are gonna, I think you're gonna love hearing from her and some of her wisdom.
Let's get Mayosha on the line.
Hi, Mayosha. Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
Oh, Carol and I are just amazing. I'm married to the most beautiful woman in the world. How could I not be amazing, Mayosha?
Yes, you're both amazing.
I feel good today. And it's been a long time no see. It's been a whole 3 days since I've seen you.
I know. It was only been 3 days since I last saw you at the Tea Center.
I know. So here, give our listeners a little bit of heads up here. So I drove back from Florida to Maine this past week, and I stopped in and visited Mayosha on the way to back up to Maine, and got to see her new school was under construction. I was like, well, you know what? I got to get you on the podcast. I want to talk about that new school. Your building is just, I was so impressed with it live. And I've been impressed with you a long time. I've been coaching you for years, so I know all about you, your schools, your work ethic, and everything. But just seeing what you're building from scratch, you're watching you manage construction, and you had people there working on rooms, and like you're just a top-notch businesswoman. I said I got to get her on there, and you got such a strong backbone, and you're a little power horse for a little girl. You are a big deal. And so let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
I would say, like, if you want to know how to be tough and caring both, that's you.
Yeah, because you got a sweetheart until you're crossed by my own. And she'll kick your butt. I'm quite confident of that.
And Brian, they were working on a Saturday too, and they worked on Sunday. So they worked 7 days.
7 days, yeah. I saw that whip that you have to get your crew working. I got you're whipping them in his name. Like, get to work. No, you got 3-minute coffee break and that's it. Get back to work.
Don't say that.
All right, OSHA. I was kidding, OSHA. I was kidding.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. So let's tell our audience a little bit about you. And let's talk a little bit about the Tea Center and your build and what you're doing. Press them like you've impressed me.
Yeah, so the Tea Center, I started it with actually for my daughter, not finding what I really want for her, and it's just been evolving every single year. So this is a huge step that we are taking that's upcoming. We are totally going to a whole new level with our new construction. We are taking our holistic program to the ultimate level here. We are doing the language immersion, French, Spanish. We are introducing a Mandarin preschool pre-K program. We're moving to elementary school. We have tea parties there at the Tea Center. We are even updating our name to better reflect our national accreditation and a certified private school. in Virginia with Tea Academy USA. So we are very excited. The parents and the all staff all voted in and they gave us their feedback. So it's like a family decision. So we are very excited about that program. And we really strongly believe in building the mindful leaders. And I'm very proud to say that our kids graduating are usually in the top 10% in elementary school. Right now, they're reading, writing, and publishing their book on Amazon.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's talk about Tea Center. What does Tea Center stand for? TEA.
So yes, it's not a place to sell tea, though we do have tea parties. It's transformational education adventure. That's what it stands for.
Well, it's a lot better. And Mayosha sends me tea a lot. So it's a nice branding that she uses in there. But we're going to ask you some questions about what you've done. Like I said, I visited your school. I saw what you're building there, this most beautiful building you have. And you did a ground up renovation of an existing building. You have other tenants in there for revenue. Like you're really doing it right. And I just can't wait to see it when it's done. So I'm definitely going to come down. Carol and I are going to come down when it's done and see it for sure. So let's talk about some semantics because you've been in business for a while and you're probably one of the most profitable owners I've coached. I'd probably help you make getting a little bit better over the years. But what are some of the metrics that you track to keep your center healthy? What are the data points you're looking at?
Yes, I love the dashboard that is in CCGU, which I customized it to the Tea Center, Tea Academy with Coach Faith. And I also hired a billing specialist, which I did not have before, a virtual billing specialist, which we work together every single week. We have several calls during the week to measure how much tuition is billed, what is collected, what is outstanding. That includes subsidy payments as well. So we are really on top of past due payments and what we haven't billed. So we're on top of that. I do believe your financials is the blood of your organization. So it's very important to keep track of your blood.
Sure. Why do you think it's important to know these numbers in a business?
So, you can strategize, you can manage your financials better, and you know who's paying and who's not, and which tuitions are collected and not, because you do not want to let your past tuition go uncollected for too long. I've learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah, I've had people that I've started coaching that were $30,000, $40,000 in the arrears, owing money, and within a matter of a few months, I've got them, collecting up more. And once you're current, it's easier to stay current.
Exactly.
For sure, and it's not being incompassionate, to force people to pay on time. They got to pay their electric bill, their mortgage, their car payments on time, and childcare should be no different. It should be a priority for them. Before they DoorDash coffee, they should be paying their childcare.
Right. Exactly. And we had to take care of our teachers, and the overhead expenses are really high. So, it's important to keep track of that.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. So what's your best advice for hiring and retaining good teachers?
Yes, in the past, I hired people who were highly experienced, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I have learned to hire people for character. I have a really good program where I can develop any person with good character who loves children into a superhero teacher. So I have a great training program, and I have found out that to be the best, because being a good person who loves children is number one for me. So that has worked well.
Oh yeah. If the love of I always say the love of the children trumps education.
Right.
7 out of 7 days a week. I don't care if they've got 98 degrees on the wall. I only want to know how much they want to impact the lives of children and how much they love them. Yeah. I'll take somebody who didn't graduate high school, who loves children, over somebody with a master's degree who just is doing it for a job all day long, every day of the week.
Unfortunately, the state programs, they don't agree.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. And that's why I had to find a balance. And I have been blessed to have people with degrees who also have good character and who also who love children. But that doesn't mean those are my priorities, though.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
How has coaching helped you grow your business?
Immensely. As a person, I have grown personally and professionally both. Not only do I have the most wonderful coaches in the world, I have two people who and a whole team that really cares so much about you as a person that makes really a huge difference. You have such great systems. You understand the business inside out. So you give us really good tools. You're always there for us when we need you, and we hit that rough patch, always there to talk to us and guide us through some difficult things. And I've had those calls and really giving us a strong foundation, and the one-to-one has helped immensely.
Are you
Yes,
saying
I've
that
grown.
I talked you off a ledge or two in the years we worked together? Is that what
Yes.
you're saying? Yes. Quite all right. But you know what? You did the work and you get the credit
Right.
for that. And you got a great how do you contribute your good mindset? What do you do um to be able to stay positive?
Yes. So I'm religious about my daily schedule. I'm a little ambitious, so I don't expect everybody to have 20 items on their schedule every day. But I have a system where there's two items that I would not go to bed with that I get done every single day. Those are the two top things. If I get those two things done, I'm good. But then I also have a system where I put different categories into them. Like I do something for someone every day. And there are a couple of items I have under construction category. So I categorize. As you know, it was hard for me to grow out of my school. So I have one line that is about delegation. So every day I work on it 1%. So this one helps me stay focused when the noise gets big and the distractions are there. I go back to my list, which is my map for the day. So it's like driving with a map.
Awesome.
I like that.
How do you not get burned out?
I love the 90-day rule book that you gave us, the 90 days. And now I am following that. And I schedule a week off to do something really fun. And I know there's something good at the end. Sometimes when you feel there is no light at the end of the tunnel, it's 90 days. And you can accomplish so much more from those short 90 days versus just 12 months. Love that book. I say it's one of the best books. And that prevents me from burnout. I also do a lot about taking care of myself. Nothing wrong with that. I believe that a healthy mind and healthy body can really make your business thrive. You're not making decisions from a place of panic. You're making decisions from a place of calmness and strategy. So taking really good care of your health and your mental and physical health is also a top priority. And I do that every day religiously.
Awesome. And what Mayosha is referring to is the 12-week year. It's a book that I gave out. It talks about how you should you'll get more done in 90 days than you would done an entire year if you follow this philosophy of the 12-week year. So, great book I send out to all the clients. It gets everybody more productive, and I'm glad I'm glad it was beneficial to you.
Definitely.
And Mayosha, you attended our Child Care Genius Live conference in Las Vegas this year.
Yes.
Would you recommend a child care conference to other people?
Yes, I have. I have recommended it to many of my friends who actually came and joined your program. And I have calls still coming in, and people want to know what is it that you're doing. They see the difference in me as a friend. Um, people who've known me for a long time, they see my growth, my mindset, my growth in my business. And I always say I have really great coaches and they really coach me and I don't get burnt out. I'm actually enjoying what I do. I started this because I love what I do. And somewhere down there, I got a little bit burned out and I started not liking it anymore. And you helped me come back to liking what I do and not get burnt out. So that really makes a difference. We do this because we love it, but we don't want it to start controlling our lives. And that's what I learned from the conference, the tools, the community, the support, and people who really care about you and who are willing to stand by you for your success.
Awesome. and we're going to the Dominican Republic here in September. Uh,
Yes.
the Caribbean conferences are unique because, we have a great schedule. What do you like best about the fall conferences?
I love it because it is all inclusive. I don't have to use my brain to figure out where I need to eat and where I need to go. It's all there. And I love the fact that the conference is not the whole day, so I'm not burnt out and I don't even know where I am. So I love that it's short and it's dense, and I really get time to really think about it. Because, I've in the past, I've gone to conferences and I would be so burnt out that I don't even have time to implement it because I go right back into the chaos again. And before I know, I'm lost. So this one, I get time to really sit down, reflect in a beautiful environment. If I choose, I can be with people. If not, I can be by myself. I have a perfect blend. And by the time I leave the conference, I know exactly what I need to do. So I love that. I love, and it's really great. I mean, you give us a great code, so we get great prices. So we love that.
Yeah, and you come back refreshed,
Yes.
because you had a vacation in it too. So you come back not only with tools to help grow your business, but a mindset of wanting to change in a level of not being so tired like you would if you ran to a 3-day conference all day, long days, and then you had to fly back home
Yeah.
Right.
and get right back to work on a Monday morning, and then you're exhausted, and because you're exhausted, you never had time to implement anything.
Exactly.
You have time to meet a lot of new people that are right where you are.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, it's something about getting people in a pool with a cocktail and hanging out that really gets the creative juices flowing
Yeah.
than a stuffy conference room,
Yeah.
which is not as conducive to learning, I don't think. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, what is one of the biggest mistakes that you're seeing childcare owners make today? You see a lot of people around. You see competitors. What mistakes are they making?
So I would say getting overly emotional about the business and not and getting burnt out. So you have to I think it's best to separate your emotions from your business and come up with strategy and a place of calmness and putting tools and systems in place. I see the big one is the emotions, and then they neglect the financials, and then they neglect themselves, and the health goes down and the financials goes down, and it's not a good place. So that's something I have done in the past myself. I have seen that happening a lot in our industry. So that's something I see quite a bit.
Awesome. Now you're running schools. You have a new center under construction. You got a lot of moving
Mhm.
parts. How do you stay organized during all this?
Yeah. So once again, I stay organized because I have everything. I have a system in place, my map. I have, I have little compartments in that map, buckets of what each one goes into which category. So there's a little, I spend certain amount of time on construction, certain amount of time on operations, financials, marketing. So I do that every day. So that's how I stay organized. And I try to, also do something fun every day.
Oh, I like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Give me an idea for fun. What do you do for fun?
Well, I love nature. I call myself green-blooded, and I try to spend some time. The weather is beautiful here right now, so I just enjoy going for a little walk by myself, just enjoying time in nature, looking at birds, just something really simple. Or eat on Fridays, I treat myself to something I like to eat. I do something little that, I'll go to the spa, do something really little every day, simple, but it makes it fun.
Nice. I
Mhm.
like that. Treat yourself to something good every day. Reward yourself for good behavior, right?
Yes. And I also give myself a score every day on my list. So I'm tough
Ah.
on myself too. I'm like, yes, today you get this, and this is your percentage for today. Tomorrow, what can you do better?
Actually, you got that out of one of the books because I have that on my mirror. It says,
Yeah.
"What two things did you do really well today, and what's one thing that you could have done better that you'll do better at tomorrow?" I have that on my mirror at home, my bathroom. So you must have got that from one
I
of the
must have gotten that with all
That's
the
a
books.
Robin Sharma thing for sure. And
Definitely.
those of you listening know that I'm a big Robin Sharma guy, but Mayosha's the one who actually turned me on to Robin. She sent me the
Mhm.
book. I think it was the 5 a.m. Club. Or was it no, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. One of those books you sent me.
The Wealth book.
Yeah, you
With
send
the
that to
money.
me. I read it and I was like, oh my God, oh, this guy ordered every book he had. And I've
Yeah.
been sending them out to clients for a year now. And that is because of you. And that
Yeah.
one book you sent me made a difference in hundreds and thousands of people's lives. So thank you, Mayosha, for that.
Thank you. I'm happy my amazing for that day was amazing for many.
Sure. All right, so we're going to wrap up this episode. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy life to join us today. If somebody wanted to look at your website to check a little bit about the T Center out, what's your website?
Yeah, it's www.theteacenter.org.
The T Center, TEA.org. So thank you, Mayosha, for spending time with us today. And this concludes this episode of the Child Care Genius podcast. We appreciate you being on today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, bye-bye. Mayosha, she's got things happening.
She sure does.
And yeah, the T Center is an amazing operation. This new build is huge, multi-million dollar renovation that she's doing in a building she bought. And she's got commercial tenants in there. It's an old, big old, looks like an old bank building. It's just huge, 4 stories.
Wow.
And she's putting childcare on two of the stories. And really cool. I mean, not many of our childcare centers have elevators in them
No.
in a 4 story building, but this has all that. And yeah, I don't own any elevators, but it'd be cool to own an elevator, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You could say I'm good. My life is up and down a lot, right? It's for sure. So I know you're going to enjoy this as we have. And if you know what, if you're struggling or you want to, talk about, Mayosha talked about, how coaching really helped her. If you have any interest in learning more about Childcare Genius University or what we could do for you, we guarantee our results at least 5x in year one, which nobody's going to guarantee that, but we do. Just email me. Email me, Brian@childcaregenius.com. And let's get on a call. You can go to our website. I'll give you a free call in any subject, any topic you want, anything you're struggling with. Just go to childcaregenius.com, go to the coaching tab and say, I'd like a free coaching call. And if you're a center owner, it's no cost or obligation. So this concludes this episode of the Childcare Genius podcast. Thank you so much for watching today.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a future episode of the Childcare Genius podcast. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Childcare Genius podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help grow your childcare business. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Childcare Genius community.